2, 1.
What is up, guys? We are the Olives. I am Joe.
What is up? And I'm Layla.
And we are going to take you guys for a little ride around episode 8 of Wandavision, because we started doing this a few weeks ago, and we really enjoy sharing our theories and thoughts and Easter eggs and whatnot with you all. I do have to get my sound adjusted because Layla rushed me onto the air. It had to happen. It had to happen right now.
I was just so excited to tell you guys all about our theories.
I know, but I don't have the speakers shut down, so it's a problem. Not good. Not good.
Not good, not good.
All right. I think I got it fixed. All right. So, WandaVision. Episode 8. It seems that the show has taken a shift into a more classic style Marvel vibe. It's got more of the Marvel movie vibe going on. They stepped away from a little bit from the sitcom Inside the Hex kind of thing. Yeah, we're Inside the Hex, but they were doing all flashback kind of stuff to kind of fill in the blanks for the viewers who were trying to figure it all out from the beginning. So, Layla, how did it start off? Where were we?
I don't know. You're the one who got the notes. I mean, I got notes here too, but
They started with Agatha and
you
Salem.
got the most notes. Oh yeah, that.
With their coven.
Yeah, I watched it like 3 times already, and I
3?
I watched it 3 times.
So what was going on there? She looks like she got in trouble, right? It looks like
she looks like she used her power for something wrong that the group went against.
Right. And I think it was weird though, because it almost reminded me of when Wanda's situation, because Agatha was saying to what seems like her mother, and she says mother, so I'm assuming it's her mother. Agatha says, I did not break your rules. They simply bent to my power. I cannot control it. I can be good. Those were the 4 things she said in a row. And it kind of reminds me of what Wanda's going through with the current situation. Is she seems to be the things just happened. And so I thought that was a cool little comparison right there. Also, Wanda and Agatha start having a conversation, and the running joke is Elizabeth Olsen, the actress that plays Scarlet Witch. Her accent keeps going in and out.
Jonesy2166 says she was playing possum to get the other witch's power.
You think she was playing possum? You don't think she was genuinely?
I think she was genuinely in trouble.
That's actually a good point. Jonesy makes a point. It could be that she was playing them all along, or she really did want to be good and couldn't control the powers. But now the current Agatha doesn't seem like she's up to good things.
Oh, by the way, thank God the kids are alive.
Oh, yeah. Layla was so mad that the kids might have.
I was so happy. I was like, yes! As soon as I saw them at the end, I was like, I don't have to worry about this anymore.
Layla had bad dreams about that. She was afraid that Agatha hurt the kids. And boy, oh boy, am I happy that that wasn't the case, so that we can finish this show strong.
So am I. You think I like that?
No, I did not think.
I'm a kid.
I know. That would be why it would be scary. So
exactly.
The accent keeps coming and going, and they keep making fun of that because that's how it happened in the MCU. I don't know if they just made her stop doing the accent because they didn't like it, but it's pretty funny that they keep revisiting the accent conversation. Agatha is very confused, and this is a running thing throughout this episode. She is very confused as to why Wanda doesn't know spells and runes and the symbols. She has no idea why Wanda doesn't know these things. She's like, you're a witch, you have magic, so how do you not know? Because this is how magic works, the runes and the spells, and you don't know any of it. So they take this deep dive through her past, and they go through these flashbacks to build back the story that everybody was wondering how this happened. It's very well done, Marvel. I mean, dude.
Oh, by the way, guys, if you haven't seen our TikTok, go check that out. And by the way, we did call this. This actually happened. We thought it was from one of the movies, but it was from the future!
Oh, one of our TikToks, we threw out a theory that was Monica Rambeau had a flash during her brain scan, and it looked like it was from the future because we couldn't find the screenshot that they used, and Layla found it. She was right. It was in this episode. So Monica Rambeau saw the future, or they at least used a still from the future. I don't think Disney would make that mistake without it being intentional, if you know what I mean. Disney doesn't just make mistakes with major productions like this. So Agatha's confused as to why Wanda doesn't know magic. She's the whole deep dive into the flashbacks is to investigate why the hell Wanda doesn't know about magic, because it's blowing Agatha's mind.
And I honestly just think that as soon as she got the power, she just automatically knew. Because, I mean, it is an Infinity Stone. It's very powerful, so...
When who got the power?
When Wanda got the power.
Oh, Wanda. Yeah, we're going to dive into that, because I think there could be other things they're trying to do here. Like, was she a mutant, which made her able to touch the Infinity Stone? And then that was why because when they were doing the experiments, Strucker said, and his team said that no one had survived the experiments before the twins, which is Wanda and Pietro. So were they mutants? Is that why they survived? It would make more sense that it would be mutant and not magic, because the brother survived as well. Do you follow what I'm saying? They were the only two that survived the experiments.
Well, probably because they're both maybe because they both grew up to be superheroes. I don't know.
No, I'm saying they survived the experiments with the Mind Stone that gave them their powers, because I think they were mutants beforehand, and that's what they're going to open the door to here with this show, to bring in like X-Men and Wolverine and characters like that. So Agatha wasn't there. She made it clear she wasn't there when the hex was created. She said she sensed it, and she had to come to it because she couldn't figure out why it was so strong and how there was a magic on autopilot the way it was. So she said she's trying to figure out how Wanda did this, just like the rest of us, which I think is kind of cool, how they had Agatha trying to figure out how it happened, and then by Agatha trying to figure out how it happened, it shows us how it happened.
I think Agatha's also trying to help, like, this whole thing to make it stop, because, I mean, if you know how it started, then you can also make it stop at the same exact time.
I don't know what you mean.
Like, I feel like if you started this big thing, you would get all the things you used to create it, and then you would see if you could, like, create something to make it stop.
Okay.
And reverse the spell.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
So I think she's trying to figure out what she used to do it, so that way she can reverse it and actually help, because that...
so you're saying, like, maybe she's the hero here? That she's trying to reverse it?
Yeah, I mean...
thought she was trying to steal the power.
I honestly think... Yeah, because, yeah, I think... Oh, Jonesy2166 said, awesome, huge reveal about Wanda actually protecting them from the Stark bomb, but didn't know it.
Right. And Layla and I discussed this before when we were prepping for the show, is that Stark Industries, she thought that maybe it had something to do. She just didn't remember Iron Man very clearly.
Also, I wanted to say one more thing about Agnes trying to help.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, okay, so this is the end of the episode. So I don't know if we should get here yet, but this is just connecting to the theory that you just said. I think. Okay, so at the end of the episode, she was standing there, and she said, "Wanda, you don't know how powerful you are." So
yeah,
I think
let's not get to the end yet. Let's do the end at the end.
Okay.
We'll be jumping around too much. So this is one of the coolest ways to reveal to the audience what was going on, because flashbacks can be kind of cheesy if they're not done right. And the way they did this flashback montage is so good. The way that they walk through her memories is so cool. And
and these memories, we haven't even seen yet.
Layla,
really.
move the camera on your face, honey. I can't see you. Hey, there you are. Hey, folks, there she is. She was missing for a minute. So the flashbacks show the dad sells DVDs. And that's where the whole sitcom theme comes from, because the dad was selling DVDs and then watching all of those shows because they had them. So it was really cool because someone like Layla doesn't know the Dick Van Dyke Show. It's even before my time, but I'm aware of it. But she was able to see, what did you say to me, Lay? You said, "Oh, that's
she was watching what happened in the Hex." Because there was a bedroom scene, just like her and Vision.
What you're saying, what Layla didn't get the Dick Van Dyke references in some of the earlier, so it was very cool how Marvel put that in there for the younger audiences that wouldn't know the references to kind of connect all the dots for them.
Also, Bewitched is Bewitched. There's a bunch of Bewitched clues. Like the last episode was kind of. Well, no, the episode before that, episode 6, was kind of Bewitched-like.
No, it was 2. It was 2.
What? There was 2 Bewitched episode?
No, episode 2 was like Bewitched.
Okay, so I think there's something to do with that, because also there was a movie that said Bewitched and stuff.
Yeah, it was the show. It was a DVD of the show. Yeah. It was all DVDs of the shows that each episode looked like. That's what that little case was in that scene. So I thought this was really cool. Wanda was under the bed, and she says to Pietro, by the end of the episode, you realize it was all a bad dream. That was foreshadowing to how Wanda was going to feel at the end of this episode. She said, by the end of the episode, you will realize it was all a bad dream. They got Wanda to realize that she created this whole thing and how she did it. And they had said it, and they dropped it in the dialogue there. I thought that was really cool. Now,
okay.
Agatha,
you can continue.
Would you like to speak?
I said you can continue.
Agatha also says, this is where she continues her confusion with the magic. She says, did you stop that bomb with a probability hex? And Wanda's like, what are you talking about, guy? She's like, I don't know what this magic is you speak of. Stop with the magic nonsense. Because Wanda's like, I don't know, I touched an Infinity Stone, dude. That's how I got my power.
She's like, I don't know how to control this. It comes out of my hands. I just do weird hand movements, and that's how it goes.
I do weird things with my finger.
I do this and this and this and this. Actually, this isn't too far off.
I think she said somewhere that she acts like she's petting a cat or something. I don't know. Like she looks like she's petting a dog.
Oh, this isn't too far off. Like,
look. You good little puppy.
Wait, no, look. It looks like this.
Yeah. So now, this was something that I thought was interesting. Does the general public know about Infinity Stones? Because Agatha saw the flashback about the Infinity Stone, and she was like, oh, you got your powers stronger by an Infinity Stone, and should she know about that? What do you think? Like, why do you think she knows about Infinity Stones?
I think, well, I mean, she's a witch. She knows about all different types of gems and stones and stuff like that. Because I mean, if she knew all those spells, she would know ingredients to put in them. Well,
you think that she would be? Well, the Infinity Stones are from space, though. Like, it's
not. Okay, wait. Another TikTok theory we had: everybody's powers is the colors of the Infinity Stones.
Okay, yeah.
So I think that's why she knew about them, because her power. I think also her power came from an Infinity Stone, and that's how she knew about it.
You think her power came? No, I don't. You know what?
I mean, her power is purple, and there is a purple Infinity Stone.
It's very true.
Yeah.
That is very true. So I can't even argue with you. I don't know.
And Monica Rambeau's power is now blue, and there's a blue Infinity Stone. Green, which we think Doctor Strange is going to come into play. So Doctor Strange, and then
Vision is the Mind Stone of yellow.
And Wanda is red, of course. And the book glowed orange in Agatha's basement.
So that's the sixth
stone? And there's an art, yeah.
So it seems like the colors of the Infinity Stones are lining up to come together in this ending here. Also, a theory that we have that we didn't discuss with you guys last week is that the show is going to have an extra episode.
Well, if you guys follow our TikTok, you would have seen this.
Yeah, on our TikTok, we have it has to do with the calendar card. The calendar title card in episode 7 has there's a heart around the second Friday in March, which would be March 10th, which is the 10th in 2023 when the show takes place. So it lines up with that second week of March and the number 10, which would be a 10th episode if they decided to do an extra one. And it doesn't really seem like they're going to be able to seal everything up in one more episode, does it?
No, it doesn't, because honestly, they revealed a lot in this episode, but definitely not all of it. And next episode, they would probably only be able to reveal the same as this episode, because I mean, there's just so much going on at the same time that they wouldn't be able to squish them into one episode.
Like Darcy and Vision are all the way out, God knows where, running around the hex trying to help Agatha.
Well,
Pietro, help Wanda.
Actually, we don't know where Vision is, because if you think about it,
he flew off.
I know, but he flew out. Yeah, he flew out, and he said, "I'm going to try and find home."
So we don't know where Vision is.
Okay, so last episode I didn't talk about this, but last episode Vision said that he thinks Wanda was the one who was putting all the stuff so that way he couldn't go home. It was obviously Agatha, because she wanted to be alone so that way she could do all this stuff to her.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think it was Agatha trying to separate Vision from the whole situation. So
yeah, but who knows where Vision is now? Will he be able to save her? Probably, but
I think at the end they're going to all come together and have one big battle. It's going to be Vision. Oh, we didn't even get to the rest of the. hold on. We're getting ahead of ourselves here.
Okay.
So they So in the flashbacks. Oh wait,
Jonesy2166 said it's probably written by the Darkhold.
Oh, in regards to the Infinity Stones, that makes sense. That makes plenty of sense. It could possibly. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe they now. I mean, do you think that they came onto the 6:00 news and were like, "Ladies and gentlemen, Thanos showed up with the Infinity Stones. News at 10 or whatever." I wondered. I don't know if they told the general public about Infinity Stones or not. So they showed some stuff in the flashbacks. I thought this was really cool when Layla mentioned before they were sitting on the bed, Vision and Wanda, and they were talking. It showed how human he was in trying to be nice to her, and then even just laughing at the show. It's almost like he was learning how to become human at a rapid rate. He was absorbing humanity, which gave him soul.
And then
I don't know what that was. What was that?
Wanda having to destroy the stone.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
And then Thanos turning back time and then pulling it at himself.
Yes. I think if you watch these flashbacks, so Wanda freaks out and they show the initial forming of the hex, which was such a cool cinematic visual. I mean, it was very cool. Wasn't it how they spun the camera and everything was getting built all around her? It was so cool.
Oh, also the people around when she was driving, those were the people in the hex. Yeah.
They show her driving through before she gets to
there was a guy with a big mustache, and he was just who was in the first episode,
right,
at Vision's job, and then he was just walking around with the thing of packages. And then
Right.
there was another guy, and he was the guy who delivers packages in the hex, and he was actually carrying 2 boxes. So I think whatever you were carrying,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever, well, we already know this, but whatever's there, like, Darcy was locked up, and then she was also locked up in the hex. But she knew how to get out because she was an escape artist, but still. And Monica Rambeau was wearing a bulletproof vest, and then all of a sudden her clothes from the hex were bulletproof. So I think that whatever they were carrying and all of the people in Westview, just, like, it's not people she knew, it just happened.
All right. I lost you like 5 minutes ago, but I'm trying to hang in there. No, yeah. The people walking around the streets when she's driving through Westview on the way to her plot of land that Vision bought her, which you find out Vision bought her a place for them to build a house. How sad was that, though? Like, she lost her brother. Well, she lost her parents. They show her lose her parents. We know she lost her brother. And then her boyfriend who wants to marry her dies in a horrific intergalactic battle accident. And
she had to watch both times. The first time she had to do it herself.
Needless to say, she's been through some stuff, and so she loses it when she sees Vision's little note on the deed to the property. So everything starts coming together. Now, when you see the Vision created, everything's getting created with red magic. Vision comes out of her in yellow magic. And
wait, before I continue, Jonesy2166
I know
said, so is Wanda's vision actually not the reanimation of his body, but Wanda?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So what I think happened is when she had to destroy the Mind Stone, she was made from the Mind Stone. Her powers were given to her through the Mind Stone, or strengthened through the Mind Stone.
So we think that his soul was stored in her power now. So she can just create him whenever she wants.
I feel like she might have downloaded his soul through the Mind Stone because it's in his Mind Stone, her Mind Stone powers. When she inadvertently copied him, a portion of him, his whatever, the soul, I guess you would call it, the best thing I could think of. And then when she was freaking out and she wanted him back, she recreated his soul inside the hex. So
yes, and we forgot to talk about this, but Hayward knew what she could do when she was checking out Vision's body. He knew what she could do.
He did know. He said to her, "Did you come here to bring him back to life?" And she's like, "I can't do that." And it was almost like he knew that she could do that. He was like, "Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, okay. Right. Okay. Well, you're the only person that has the power to do that on planet Earth. But yeah, all right, sure." So
and also when she was doing that, oh wait a second, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. We got to work on you staying focused. You're like ding, 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 ding.
Okay, wait a second. I'm trying to think about what I was just gonna say. Oh, why would they recreate a video of her stealing Vision's body when she really didn't?
I wondered the intentions for that as well. Why did they want to make everyone think Wanda was bad? Why? It's just I mean I know
and
that
Hayward did that. Hayward did that too.
Yeah, he was very.
So if Hayward's not Ultron, he's definitely another villain.
Yeah, there has been a lot of theories that Hayward is Ultron. I wouldn't count out Ultron being involved. I don't know if it's Hayward.
Well, it might be Ultron because if you guys also didn't see our TikTok, please follow us. On TikTok, there was another theory. Well, we didn't post this on TikTok, but on TikTok we did see this. So when you look up the cast, it says Ultron's voice. And somebody.
It does say Ultron's voice.
So I really do think that Ultron is going to come into play. So I still believe that Hayward is Ultron.
I don't know. He did say in Age of Ultron that he said when Tony first said to him, "Are you Ultron?" He was like, "In the flesh," and then he said, "Not yet, but yes, I'm Ultron." So maybe he did find a way to get into a body. Vision was the body he wanted the whole time. That's the whole part. You didn't watch it with me. You didn't watch it back with me again. But Vision is the body that was being created, Ultron was trying to make a body for himself, with stealing Vision from Tony and Bruce Banner. So Vision, the whole Vision body thing, now they're being the soul of Vision, that I think is what we're seeing in the Hex and the body. I think what's going to happen, White Vision, by the way, White Vision shows up at the end. If you guys didn't know, we're going to jump ahead because, I mean, it makes sense to talk about it now. But White Vision, they bring back the White Vision body using Wanda's powers to power it from the drone that she threw at them. The drone that she just was like, is this yours? Bam. So I think she might be able to transfer Vision's soul into the White Vision body because it's all connected by the Mind Stone. It's all Mind Stone magic. I think she can just, but obviously after a big blowout battle, you know, everybody goes nuts. You're muted.
I know, I just realized that. I feel like Hayward is bad, but he's trying to make it look like he's good. Like,
oh yeah,
like he's clearly an evil person. We just don't know who it is yet. I think it's Ultron. Dad doesn't know it all.
I don't know if it's Ultron. I think Ultron might be floating around somewhere though.
Yeah, but there's only 2 more episodes. So if you think about that,
there's supposed to only be 1 more episode. We think there's 2 more episodes.
Well, definitely 2 more episodes. Like there's like a million people with the same theory.
Shout out to our friend John Kreinitz.
2 billion.
Our friend John always texts me. He texts me theories and stuff, and he said he doesn't see how they're going to seal this all up in 40 minutes. He said he's like, you might be right. Either they're going to surprise us with like a 2-hour finale kind of thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to happen on the 10th.
Which would essentially be a full-length Marvel movie. So essentially they gave us a TV show and a movie maybe. Something's up. I don't see how they're going to finish this in 40 more minutes. It's got to be longer or more than 1 more episode.
Yeah, I know, but if I honestly really think it's Ultron, because who else would it be? Think about how much characters there are, and think about who's been acting suspicious. Like, there's only...
Everyone's been acting suspicious.
True, but still.
Jonesy says...
2166 says...
You can just say Jonesy.
Yeah,
you don't
2-hour finale makes sense. I mean, it definitely does.
Read it again. Over here.
Oh, 2-hour finale makes sense.
Yes, Jonesy said that. So it does, because something's up. I don't see how they're going to finish. How cool would it be if they accomplished that, though? Like a secret movie at the end of this show. They've never done anything like that before.
Hayward could also be a Kree.
So we're almost getting low on time because we usually do about 30 or 40 minutes. But I do want to talk about, obviously now we talked about White Vision. We talked about the kids being alive, which is cool. Thank God.
Yes. Also, someone said something in the comments. So
Hayward could be a Kree. Could be. Because now Kree.
Who? What? Where? Who?
Kree is the people that the Skrulls and Krees. Do they both shapeshift? Skrull. You're thinking of Skrull. I think he's thinking of Skrulls.
Oh yeah, a Skrull. But that we realized in Captain Marvel that Skrulls are good.
Some of them. Yep. See, Jonesy corrected himself. I got him.
Yeah, I honestly thought that too, but then I realized that in
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, we realized live action Captain Marvel. We realized they were
yes.
Good.
So
and Captain Marvel helped them, and then they were just good.
It could be.
I don't really have to explain anything else.
They've opened so many doors at this point with this cinematic universe that anything could be possible. Ultron could be stored on a flash drive in some random place in Antarctica. I mean, Thanos can come back via time travel or dimensional travel at any time. Any character now seems that they can be crossed through dimensions because Wanda's opened up some sort of like gateway of dimensions. They're making it seem like she's a nexus being, which essentially means she can travel from reality to reality or create different realities around herself. I mean, they've literally opened the door for so many different directions that they could go. Ultron could come back, which I really kind of want Ultron to come back. When I watched Age of Ultron this weekend to like refresh my memory, when Layla went in the other room and didn't want to watch it because she was being a butthead.
I was being a butthead.
You didn't watch it?
my head.
So Ultron, it was a fun villain. I loved Ultron as a villain. I liked it a lot. I mean, Thanos is really awesome, but there was so much Thanos that I miss Ultron. I think it would be really cool to see a new version of Ultron down the line. I really hope they bring him back, because a one and done with him, when they have Thanos coming back all the time and Loki coming back all the time, pretty much everybody comes back at some point. So look, Vision's about to be resurrected, I think, with the white Vision body. So they have a lot of directions they could go, but so we're at the end now. Remember what she said? You were excited to talk about this, Leigh.
She said, Wanda, your powers are too powerful and dangerous.
She said,
and
I know
that's
what
how you became the Scarlet Witch.
Well, I have it written down word for word. You were kind of paraphrasing. She says, I know what you are. You have no idea how dangerous you are. You're not supposed to exist. You're just supposed to be a myth. And Jonesy popped in and said, there are a bunch of aliens, and like humans, there are good ones and bad ones. That was a good one, Jonesy. Talking about the Korean Skrulls. The Korean Krulls? The Korean Krulls?
Okay, now it's got you confused, Dad. You're just gonna make
it's Saturday night at 8. My brain is done. My brain is over. So she says, you're only supposed to be a myth. You're not supposed to be real. She says, what you have is chaos magic. Essentially, I think she realized that Wanda doesn't know what she's doing, that she just does it, which is apparently chaos magic. There is a definition for chaos magic, which I will read because I think it's important for people to get it. So it's a magic so powerful that it is thought to be non-existent by even the Sorcerer Supreme himself. The magic can manipulate, warp, and reconstruct the very fabric of existence and reality to the user's very whims and bring about total destruction to the cosmos. They even say there's no such thing as chaos magic throughout the storylines in the comics.
Also,
and Chthon. Remember we were talking about Chthon maybe being the demon, because we're thinking there's a demon, and then people thought it was Mephisto. Chthon has a very strong connection to chaos energy and chaos magic. Wanda learned it from him, learned from Chthon and Agatha Harkness how to control chaos energy and chaos magic in the comics. So it would not be a huge stretch to assume that they are going to bring in the demon and have Agatha, the demon, the freaking white Vision. I mean, there's going to a lot of pieces, a lot of chess pieces getting lined up for like a big kind of situation. Does that sound effect close enough? Like, so that's all I've got for this week.
Also, can we all talk about that in the first episode, Agnes is like, Wanda's my new best friend now. And then in the 7th episode, she's like, sorry, trapping you in the basement. Bye.
She actually becomes concerned when she realizes what Wanda is. And she's like, you're scary. You're scary, dangerous. You're scary, powerful. Like, this is insane.
She fed her bunny a fly.
Yeah, I don't know.
That has to do with... Wait, maybe since we think that Mephisto appeared first as a fly, maybe we know now that it's not Mephisto because it got heat. I'm confused now.
The bunny's definitely somebody.
I think the bunny might be her son, or the dog might be her son. Because both of them are something to do with Spark.
She killed the dog.
Exactly. But still, like, if she turned her son into a bunny, like, that's still bad.
Okay.
I mean, plus, the dogs have no idea. I mean, the kids have no idea where the dog came from. The dogs have no idea where the kids came from. Oh my gosh. I'm going crazy.
And we've watched this episode 3 times each. We are run through all the theories. Let me make sure we've hit all of our notes. So we did discuss the Agatha and Salem, the accent. You know what's funny is when they're not doing the sitcom versions, there's less Easter eggs.
Oh, wait a second. Did the people... Wait a second. No, we now know that Agatha is probably the most... I know that Wanda's very powerful, but honestly, I think Agatha's the most powerful.
She might be.
Because in the beginning we saw her absorbing everyone's power, and that caused to kill the people who were putting the power into her.
Good call, because I'm starting to think that Agatha, if they're going to go down the mutant route, might also be a mutant and similar to Wanda. She absorbed the powers and got stronger from everyone else. That didn't seem like a trait that anybody else in her little coven had. They were very confused by it, and it kind of just happened to her. I think that maybe that is similar to what's happening to Wanda, but then Wanda got touched by the Infinity Stone, so she went, her magic, super duper ridiculous chaos magic that can destroy everything. So I think Agatha's like, found someone like her, and she wants to know how she ticks.
Yeah. I think. Okay, so in the last episode 7 breakdown, we said, at least I said, I actually caught this, that there was 2 eyes on the pillow, almost like someone was watching her, or it looked like 2 eyes. Yeah. And that would make sense because I think that was a foreshadow for Agatha trapping her in her basement. Because it would be like Agatha watching her.
Hey, could be.
I mean, it kind of looked like she was watching her. Like Agatha was like looked out her window and stuff.
Yeah, Agatha seems to be watching her the whole time. And so I think another thing that Agatha said was, you have thousands of people under your spell and your magic is on autopilot. She wanted to know how everything was on autopilot. So I wonder if she got all her answers with the flashbacks. They sure as heck got us answers.
Or should you say, as sure as heck's got us answers?
I was just going to say, we didn't talk about Wanda, or did we mention it in passing? But Wanda stopped the bomb, it seemed, when they got bombed. It seemed like she stopped it. Yeah. She's like, oh, it's defective or something like that. Was it, though? Or did you have powers all along?
Also, why would they be throwing bombs at their houses?
They were in Sokovia, and that there was a war.
Oh. Ugh.
Yeah, no, there's that happens. Like, it's bad stuff that goes down sometimes, but that's fictional. That wasn't real. Sokovia is not a real place.
Sokovia.
So I think that's all we've got for you guys this week.
Yeah.
We've hit on all of our notes, and I think we've got a heck of a next week finale in store for us. I don't know if next week's necessarily the finale, or they got something special planned. I really just don't see them ending with a 40-minute episode 9 with all this stuff. So hopefully we have a wild next week.
Wandavision. Anyone else kind of mad?
Go ahead.
Anyone else kind of mad that they're not getting into the 2010s? I'm kind of upset about that. Same.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna go back.
I think the finale they might, but I don't think.
Or at this point, is it gonna just be all out of whack because Wanda's aware? She's more self-aware now. I don't know.
Also, we'll go check out our Instagram, our Facebook.
Oh, you want me to pop that up?
Yes, please.
Layla wants to shout out the things. Where'd it go? Oh, here we go.
Oh, follow us on Facebook. Oh, wait, no. Facebook. I'm pushing you, Dad. Facebook, Twitch,
Instagram,
and Twitter.
And up top is where we're at on YouTube.
Subscribe to the Olives. And now we need
a TikTok.
We need a TikTok up here now. What's going on?
I know. We got our TikTok blows up. Well, I didn't think to put it together. We'll have a TikTok on there for next week. All right, guys.
No, the Olive Family won.
It is. It's the same as our Twitter. Our TikTok's the same as our Twitter. But yeah, guys, give us a follow. Give us some likes. Give us some shares if you guys like what you saw.
Works.
If not, we tried our best, and that's
And
all.
that,
And then
yes.
that's you're not into cool stuff.
And that concludes WandaVision episode 8.
WandaVision.
WandaVision.